What's up, guys? Welcome back. I hadn't posted a video for a while. It's been at least probably 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe. And I just wanted to let everybody know what's been going on. So I have done a couple things to the car. I didn't videotape them. Not really that much interesting. I'll show you. I switched steering wheels. Show you that. So I switched wheels. If you saw it, I had a Grant wheel in here, and it had a 2-button deal here for like a trans brake or a bump box. It was kind of cool. I didn't really care for the way the wheel came out, and I've always liked the Momo wheel. This is kind of like what they used in the Celine Mustang. So I wanted to do that. And I also wanted to straighten out my trans brake button scenario. So the problem I had with my trans brake, and if you've ever seen the way these things operate, like you have this button with this cord, and it'll run down along your column, and it'll get tangled in your turn signal switch and stuff. Okay, I figured out how to run it through the cruise wiring. So it actually, I'll show you. See, it just tucks into the hub. Okay, and there's a plate in here that it contacts, so you can turn the wheel however much you want. You can spin it all day, and it won't tangle up in anything. So that's my trans brake. I got that all hooked up and working, and then I wired up, you can see it there, just a Hurst line lock button, and I wired it up on the back side of my turn signal switch. So that's the bump box. So that's all out of the way. Nothing to get wrapped up in anything. It's kind of hidden. Which, you know, I didn't really want it. It didn't matter to me either way. I like having it out, but it's nice that it kind of hides back here like that. So somebody just peeks in the car, really then it sticks out to the trans brake. But so yeah. But anyway, I did that, and I had a couple things happen. So I noticed the other day, I've been noticing my fuel gauge kind of fluctuating. I've got a digital gauge in there, and then I had a mechanical gauge and it broke. So I was without a mechanical gauge, so it's kind of setting my fuel pressure off my electronic gauge, and I noticed it acting haywire. Well, the sending unit went bad, so I had to put a new one of those on. And if you notice, that's an Aeromotive. I've had that for like 5 years and just never put it on. I was running this, which was just a cheap eBay knockoff of an Aeromotive. And yeah, it was reading all kinds of weird pressure, which I don't know how much of it was the gauge, but I run an E85 in this car, so I think it was messing with the spring and stuff, and you can tell it was kind of gumming it up. So kind of preventive maintenance there. I went ahead and switched that out. But anyway, so last weekend I took this thing to the track for the first time. Wasn't really expecting much. Just wanted to really get the car going and see how it ran. More than anything, I haven't been to the track before I moved here to Florida. It's been every bit of 4 years ago, which is the last time this car went to the track. And this car, the last time it went to the track, it went 1090 at 100 and like one place it went 132, another place it went 134. But which is pretty good. Especially I drove it to the track. The one place I drove it to was an hour and 45 minutes away, and drove it in. Like in my intro, you'll see that pass I make down the strip. That's one of those passes. Car ran really good, just on drag radials, 18-inch wheels, so like a low profile tire, and I was just leaving off foot brake like 1800 RPM, so I was really happy with it. It just got to the point I've kind of done some street tuning and stuff with this, and I got it where it runs pretty good, but I never really touched the timing table. So I wanted to run it at the track, just make sure everything was going to work all right, and I wasn't really planning on touching the timing table. So I didn't have my bump box hooked up at the time. Trans brake worked, but and then my GoPro mount went bad. I was going to try to GoPro some of it. It didn't work out. My GoPro mount broke, so I got to get a new one of those. So I'm looking forward to, hopefully in about a week, I'm going to go back to the track as long as I can get some free time away from home life. So we'll see how that works. But anyway, so I made a couple passes, like 3 or 4, and the first pass, like, I wasn't on it, and trying to get, there's some different stuff you got to do, everything for pre-staging this thing. I just wasn't in the habit. So the first couple passes were kind of throwaways. I think one pass I ran, like, my worst pass was like an 820 at like 90 mile an hour or something like that. But it got better. After 2 or 3 passes, I got to where I went 7 flat at 100 mile an hour. And that was later in the day. This is Florida, so it was hot, like disgustingly hot. So I thought to myself, well, I'll go ahead and I'll make one more pass, and then I'm gonna go home. I really didn't want to mess with the timing because I haven't done that a lot, and I wanted to research a little more before I go doing that. But so anyway, I'm standing there, and I don't know how many of you guys watch like Cletus McFarland, but Faster Proms, which his name is Jeremy, where Cletus's shop used to be, which is Faster Prom shop. It's like basically 15 minutes down the road from me. It's right next to the drag strip that I went to. And I noticed him there, and he was there with a bunch of Tesla guys. So if you're a subscriber to his channel, maybe not his last video, might be his last video. My car photo bombs in it. So, and he actually, what I'm getting at is he actually raced me at the end of the night. So I'm sitting there talking to a guy, and he walks over and asks if I'm gonna run my car again. And I was like, not really. I might run it one more time, but there's not much timing in it, so it's not really much use in it. Well, fast forward, one thing led to another. We got to talking, and he looked at my timing table and made a suggestion to put 1.5 degrees in it. So all across the boost table, I put 1.5 degrees in this car, which is, the timing table was straight up like the way that Stinger sends it to you. So I did that. He's like, grab the car, let's go. I wanted to race it. And he was in a Tesla. And I think I got a picture. I'll post a picture of my 7.0 at 100, and then a photo of this final time slip. So we go up there, run him. Car. I progressed. Like, I started out doing like I think a 3,200 RPM launch. Well, at this time I was doing like a 4,000 RPM launch. And now that I know, I'm not going to probably do 4,000 RPM launches anymore, because the car makes entirely too much boost. I logged it yesterday, and this car is pulling like over 10 pounds, like close to 12 pounds of boost on the brake at 4,000. So it's too much timing. I don't want to do that. So that's what I did against him, though. Car didn't pull my best 60. I think I went 165 maybe. We'll see in that slip when I post it, but decent 60. There was basically no prep at this track, so I can't really complain. My best 60 that night I think was a 157, which is my personal best 60 foot on any track. Not to mention that there was no prep on this track. I've been on prep stuff before and not pulled as good a 60 as that. Not with this combo, but so anyway, I beat him pretty bad. It was like, I think by 1.5 seconds, and I couldn't believe it. The car picked up like over 3 mile an hour, and it picked up 0.2 in the 1/8. So really, really happy with that. I can't wait to go back, and we're going to do some more stuff with the timing table. I don't really know how much of that I'm going to post, because ultimately I would like to do some stuff with this car that I don't know how much I want the times to get out, but anyway, we'll see. We'll cross that road when we get there. But yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know I got some videos coming. I'll probably do one of actually in auto tune street driving it. We might do one of those before I go back to the track, but it's probably going to be at least a week until I post that track video. So just wanted to tell everybody thanks for tuning in. I wanted to thank Next Gen Car Guys for giving me a shout out on their channel. That was real cool. Anybody that's watching my channel, I'm sure you guys watch Next Gen Car Guys. If not, check them out. Lots of cool Fox Body channels, and that's just one of them. Just like Funky 5.0, he gave me a shout out one day. I really appreciate that. I'm just doing this for fun, guys. Yeah, it'd be cool to get quite a few subs, but I don't know. I don't even know how long it'll go. So I just appreciate everybody watching, commenting. If you're not subscribed, please give me a sub, and we'll see you next time, hopefully at the track, if not sooner. Later. Oh, let me turn this. One more thing I did. I put the MRT, and you might have saw this, I put MRT hood struts on this car. And I just wanted to say, if you're thinking about getting hood struts, I really like them. They worked out good. The only issue I had with them, let me show you here. There they are. No drilling. They just bolt right in. Definitely, if you're like me and you have a fiberglass hood, you want to order the correct shock. Let them know. This is an HO Fibertrends 4-inch, so it weighs 24 pounds. You just let them know you have a 24-pound fiberglass hood, and they will send you the appropriate strut, because stock hood weighs like 35 pounds, as does I think a Cervini's weighs about that. So from the work right, you need to get that. You don't want a real stiff strut, so you don't want the stock struts with this glass hood, but worked really good. I just wanted to let everybody know that in case they were thinking about getting some. Wish I'd have done it years ago. Just it makes the back of the hood set up just a hair after I adjusted everything, but I think it's because my hinges are worn, so I'm gonna have to get a new set of hinges. But that's all. Just wanted to mention that one also. So thanks, and we'll catch you later.